we're going to show everybody how easy it is to put together a net and actually scoop this trash out of here that has been here for weeks and weeks. And it's happy anniversary, March 15th, 2024. No, I'm not playing jousting with the other bicycle. 2 meetings this time last year, adopt an estuary. And to this day, you can count the number of times a full cleanup was done on one hand. So, well, we don't have but half of what was here earlier because the wind's blowing in, the tide's coming in. 2 years ago, we had these things being cleaned out every day, 1 or 2 a day. Then it changed into 1 a week with our provincial crew, and then they got pulled off, and now it's 1 every few months, it seems like. Here we go. If you want to enter bicycle jousting, this is what you need. Only thing I'm lacking is it doesn't have a fist on the end for knocking the other guy off his bicycle. Dogs are scared of it, that's for sure. And let me tell you, it's really fun to ride. A little bit scary almost. And here's everything we need to assemble a simple basket neck. This is still my favorite. These are super lightweight, easy on my back, especially when you got this long a pole. Clamps, and that's about it. Let's get this thing together. There we have it, about 5 minutes work. I put a zip tie, I've got 2 hose clamps, and that's what secures it, keeps it from twisting mostly. And that's it. It's time to get to work and see what this baby will do. The plan for day, March 15th, 2024, nearly 3 years later, and I'm still here cleaning out my own Kabooms. Well, let's see what we got in about 5 minutes. Pole's working excellent. I can probably chop about 1 meter off the end, but I like having it long so I can reach out and rake it in and not have to go to the other side all the time. But this is what 5 minutes gets you. Go down to the beach and see how much you can pick up in 5 minutes. And a lot more than that's already out in the oceans and the dive sites making a big mess. I wonder why I wear my little booties, because this always ends up with water and it's not nice water. Now we're going to try a low angle. So we got to run and get these guys. They're going to be running upstream. That's where a lot of this trash went. This was full yesterday, but I didn't have a net to get it up with. So. Well, we still got to get these guys are floating up. We're making a dent. Back's doing good, shoulders hanging in there, but just look at all this, huh? I think that most of it would have gone out and sank. You see a few sachets. Most of the bottles will bob around and back and forth, but a lot of this sinks to the bottom of the ocean, out in the dive sites. They sporadically send down huge groups down here with little fan shrouds that they can't even hardly get one little bottle out of there, and then they get frustrated because there's so much. Last time they physically cut the rope and just let it go along the side, and they said, but we put it back, and I come back, it'd been there for I don't know how many days. Took my friend Ferdinand and I to tie it back up and see how it goes. And I'm going to get a section of PVC on it there too. We'll see. That's been the anchor point for almost 3 years now. It's been holding this Kaboom in place. My good friend Ferdinand helped save the day in our Coke Canal Kaboom. Thank you so much. Came along just at the right time. I'm not happy. I'm starting to get a little pissed off. Why won't they support this? I'm going to get that scooping part over there next to the Kaboom over. So the trick is not to push yourself so long that your back's breaking. You got to do it just before. Almost like when climbing a hill on a mountain bike. You know, you don't go completely blow up. What I'm worried about, it's been a while since I cleaned this out. Bottles are about the same, but our number of sachets have increased, almost doubled. Diapers, they're about the same. Styrofoam, yeah, everything else. But the sachets, they're saying this is a sachet economy, and it is. I'd love to see this all segregated into companies here on Camigan Island. What do you think? And then go pay them a visit with a little donation box. Thank you. Well, let's finish this thing up. It doesn't look like much, but there's a lot more there than you think. I'm glad I left the pole long. It's heavier, but I can reach out over and sweep it all over here. Saves going back and forth. Times everything. So let's get this cleaned up instead of bitching and moaning, huh? So my work time's starting to get shortened. Anyhow, I'm going to get a little bit more what I can. I had something I was going to say, but that's the other thing. I'm a little more forgetful now than 3 years ago too. But this was put in nearly 3 years ago. And here's our catch. I don't think I'm going to get it all. But I just wanted to show them what one old 70-year-old man can do if you put your mind to it. The sachets and the plastics will slip down, and this one only's got a skirt on the side, and even then, the longer skirts don't go all the way to the bottom. And it will slip out underneath and go down to the ocean. But nobody's talked to me about these, so I could train them if that's what happens. They just think it stops at 100%. No, 100% if you clean it out weekly. If you don't, and you let it sit for months, it's only about 80%. The net together. So this is 1 hour's work. Actually building the net and scooping all this trash out. Now show me anything else that's more than efficient than this. Imagine how long it would take to pick all that up with tongs. I got a dedicated friend, Aaron, over there taking out the trash with Aaron. He can tell you how long it takes. He's a very dedicated young man, and he really puts the time in. Anyhow, that's it. The rain came. It saved me. I was going to dig in and get a little bit more out, but you know what? I was a good boy today. Look at all that trash still left. Wish the pigeons could help clean it out. But let's take a little tour of what I got here, huh? And this is a couple layers deep too. This is definitely sachet city. Many more sachets than before. I'm very disappointed in that, but really, that's what you expect when you pull the only decent single stream recycling cage we had downtown, and pickup still sporadic, although it is better. And there was an outrageous amount of diapers in here. They're all over the place. It's really disgusting, and there's people just don't have any place to take them. But we don't have anything on that side. This side will stay for a while. We got some sachets that are down in the bottom there. I'm not happy they sank because this hasn't been cleaned for weeks or months. Who knows when the last time it was. And it's time to go find some breakfast somewhere. Signing off. I don't even know if you got to hear me bitch and complain as much as I did there, because my camera kept shutting off. So if any of you out there got an extra GoPro or a wireless mic that's sitting in the drawer you're not using, you're welcome to send them to me. My email address is in the descriptions there. Be glad to give you an address to help me out there camera wise. I'd really like to have one of those 3D ones. I can't remember what they're called anymore. The one biker girl's got it. You don't even see the stick on it. It looks like you're on a drone. So anyway, bye bye for today.
So I got it done today. I couldn't get that one down there, so I had no stick. So we got the garbage kaboom. So they cut the PC. They cut the rope, so I put it right back, and look at that. You're gonna know if they're gonna do it again. I hope they don't do it again, because environment is very important for our future, for our kids. We need to get it done. If they don't do it, we have to do it. The community has to do it. So what do you say, my Kamigan Island?